So did you guys hear about this particular gentleman the other day? Here's the headline. So yeah, he was at a Young Republican Club gala, and boom, he just went out. Because of copyright, I don't think I can play this, and I don't want to get in trouble in terms of the what's allowed. But yeah, this guy is a Trump advisor, national known. Matter of fact, he should be international known because he has a book out as well. He's a CEO of his company. I put the dog bound 5 C's on this thing, try to find out what's going on. But yeah, he took a tumble. So later on, he was okay. But here's the thing. I looked him up, got his biography, all that good stuff. And this is his date of birth, March 12th, 1997. He is a prominent American political strategist and entrepreneur, best known as the co-founder of CEO of X Strategies LLC, a political consulting firm that specializes in promoting and electing American first leaders. Born on March 12, 1987, in Ripon, Wisconsin, Brusilowitz has made significant contributions to conservative political campaigns and social media strategies. His innovative approach to political consulting has earned him recognition as a leading figure in the political consulting industry. Oh yeah, he's up there. Well known. So I did a little research on the guy. Like I said, he was okay after that. Here's his social media account. This is him here. And he's with the who's who. There he is with one of Trump's sons, right? And there he is with Trump on the plane. And here he is here. That's Brett Favre, right? Brett Favre from Wisconsin, of course, quarterback, former Green Bay, right? Don't know exactly who that is, but he's a mega supporter. Maybe that's another sports guy, I'm not sure. But yeah, he knows a lot of people. There he is with Kennedy, right? I got to get in shape like Kennedy, right? So yeah, the guy is known. He's been helping Trump. There he is with Vance. Next VP of the United States, and there he is with Trump. So yeah, this guy, again, he collapsed while he was on stage. Now check this out. This is his birthday, 3/12 of 2024. I put this up against the election day, the day of inauguration. Inauguration day, 1/20 of 2025. So between his last birthday and this here is exactly 45 weeks. And Trump used to be the 45th president, right? That's deep. Now check this out. You take 3/12 again, his birthday, 2025 coming up, versus the actual date of election day, 11/5/2024, when Trump won. The difference is what? 4 months and 7 days between his birthday and the day that Trump won. Isn't that interesting? And Trump is the 47th president. How are these numbers coming out, right? Then check this out. Here's his birthday again coming up, 3/12 of 2025, 3/12, March 12th, versus 12/15. The night of the incident is when he fell out, 12/15, 2024. The difference is 88 days, y'all. And y'all know Trump's text number is 88022. Isn't that wild? Then last but not least, 12/15, 12/24, the date that it just happened, 12/15, 2024, versus Trump's last birthday, 6/14, 2024. The difference is 185 days, all right? Now check this out, the 185th day of the year is July 4th, my friend. Does that suggest a new beginning or the golden age? Interesting. And like I said, the only thing that made me do it is that when I saw this, and next thing, boom, he's on the floor, I'm like, man, what's up? You know, there he is going down, he fell, He got dizzy. Boom. And he's gone. And someone tried to pick him up. So look at all these numbers, right? Now, I'm wondering, a lot of things happen. If you watch other decoders, they have a litany of dates of people that are around Trump that mysteriously become unalive or something goes wrong with them. Put in the comment section, tell me what you think. Now let me segue over to another political thing. People, have you heard about this government shutdown? I know you're saying Pearson again. Yeah, again. It seems like every 4 months, we just can't fund the government for about 2 years and get it done. We just have to have another headache. And so Trump is all over the news, just came in. Potential government shutdown looms as Trump makes. Here, let me just wet your whistle on this one. Check it out.
Days ahead of a potential government shutdown as the president-elect Donald Trump having some strong words for a continuing resolution that he says he does not back anymore. I want to put up just this live picture here on Live Now from Fox of this there in Washington, D.C. here on Live Now from Fox as Trump is taking this potential funding bill as president-elect abruptly rejected a bipartisan plan on Wednesday to prevent a Christmas-time government shutdown, instead telling House Speaker Mike Johnson and Republicans to essentially renegotiate days before a deadline when federal funding runs out. Trump's sudden decision to make new demands sent Congress spiraling as lawmakers are trying to wrap up work and head home for the holidays. It also leaves House Speaker Mike Johnson scrambling to salvage a new plan days before, hours prior to Friday's deadline to keep the government open. I do want to put up just this here on Live.
Now, I'm not trying to be funny, but is this really Trump's business? He's not official yet. I guess he's over Mike Johnson technically, the leader of the Republican Party, but he's not official yet. He hasn't sworn in. So I want you to listen to this with that in mind, because this is not, I don't know, just listen.
Days ahead of a potential government shutdown as the president-elect Donald Trump having some strong words for a continuing resolution that he says he does not back anymore. I want to put up just this live picture here on Live Now from Fox of this there in Washington, D.C. here on Live Now from Fox as Trump is taking this potential funding bill as president-elect abruptly rejected a bipartisan plan on Wednesday to prevent a Christmas-time.
You hear that? Make sure I'm not hearing things.
Of this there in Washington, D.C. here on Live Now from Fox as Trump is taking this potential funding bill as president-elect abruptly rejected a bipartisan plan on Wednesday to prevent a Christmas-time government shutdown, instead telling House Speaker Mike Johnson and Republicans to essentially renegotiate days before a deadline when federal funding runs out. Trump's sudden decision to make new demands sent Congress spiraling as lawmakers are trying to wrap up work and head home for the holidays. It also leaves.
I cannot remember, and correct me if I'm wrong. Is this said the new president? This Dodge thing is like, I get it, you won. What does Biden have to say about our Harris? And I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, why do they have to listen to Trump right about now? It's like you got to play the game because at some point he'll be back up in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Help me out. Now, when I heard that, I said I check out my man LV. And he has a list of things in relation to it, but I'm not sure if it's accurate. Check it out. Now, this is from X. This is on X. Check it out. LV's got his own show. Check it out.
But I had to make this video because Elon Musk and Doge department, before they're even in office, are stopping a CR bill. Elon Musk is legitimately, like, you won't believe what he just did, ladies and gentlemen. So By the way, so there's a CR bill that is 1,500 pages, 110 billion plus dollars, and continued resolution bill meant to avert government shutdown. Shut it down. That's what Elon Musk is saying. Shut it down. Vivek Ramaswamy, shut it down. Trump, shut it down until Trump gets in office. A pay increase. This is what the bill includes. A pay increase. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Hope you guys can hear me good here. This is what the bill includes. A pay increase for members of Congress from 174,000 to 243,000 per year.
Now I'm going to wait because I only get a minute, but you can read what it says, and I'll wait. And some things I can't talk about anyway, but just read it. This is what's on X. This is what he's saying, what's going on. I'm sure it's more than that. I'm sure it's a whole lot of stuff. Now, what I did a little bit of research. And I'm hoping you did too. This is from today, December 18, 2024. Now, it says lawmakers are primed to get a pay bump. Some aren't happy about it. A battleground member says he will oppose the stopgap bill unless the raise is taken out. Okay. So he said he opposed to it unless the bill, let me make sure it. Member says he will oppose the bill. Okay. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are primed to get their first pay raise since 2009. In the new spending bill, many of them aren't happy about it. Now, what do you think? 2009? Wow. That's 15 years. Give me your honest opinion. No emotion. If you haven't had a raise since, 14 years, give or take, do you feel that you're due a raise? Or do you look at it also in terms of, well, we going through a struggle and they haven't been able to make this government work. And they spend all this money on overseas on 2 wars, and they give money to illegals. Maybe they don't deserve a raise. Put in the comments section what you think. I really want to know how you feel. So it says members in competitive districts have long feared political blowback for voting to give themselves a raise. But language blocking an automatic pay increase that has been included in past government funding bill is absent from the stopgap bill. That legislation, known as a continuing resolution or a CR, is needed to avoid a government shutdown that would kick in on Friday. And some lawmakers are now threatening to vote against it unless language to block a pay raise is restored. Now, here's when the dollars hit. Watch this here. Let's just scroll on up here because I want y'all to see this here. In this here, it says rank and file lawmakers in both chambers earn $174,000 annually salary, with those in leadership earning more. The maximum potential member pay adjustment in January 2025 under the stopgap spending bill would be 3.8%, which would result in a salary of $180,600. So a $6,666 increase. Now, why is this different from what X is saying? X is saying from 174,000 to 243. So I'm bringing it to you guys. I said, you know what? Let me incorporate this into a video format. That's a lot. You think? That's $69,000 raise. Let me. I just did it off the top of my brain right quick. Now I can see why you get upset about that. That's a lot of money. Let me add this up. 174, that's simple, minus 243. Oh, that's $69,000 raise. Is this hype, people, or is this true? Again, I have this. From 174,000 to 180,000. And then, now this is, people, this is, What's wrong with my mouse? I guess my mouse went out. Hello. There's my mouse. Don't know what happened. This is from Political. This is Political Code. So I trust them. They've been out here a long time. Now, this one is from Idaho Capital Sun. Okay? And this is from tonight. Just like Political Code. And this is 316. Oh, what a number, 316. Hallelujah. But check this out. Members of Congress rolled a pay raise for themselves into a big must-do spending bill. Now watch these numbers. Here we go. Members of Congress earn salaries of at least $174,000, with more allocated for some leaders' positions. A cost of living increase is calculated based on private sector wages. The maximum allowed for next year is 3.8%, which will bring the base salary of $180,600 according to CR report. So maybe Musk is thinking that's going to continue over the years, and once it starts, it'll keep going. Maybe that's what it is, because this says only for a year. I don't know, people. I don't know. I just thought I'd bring the news to you guys. What do you think? What have you heard? Let me see if I can find something else. Do something on the fly here. Here's bill to avoid government shutdown has raised for Congress. First hike in 16 years. Let's see what they say. They're gonna let me up in here or what? Here's one here, 174,000. U.S. lawmakers are due an automatic raise unless they specifically block it with a law, and they've been doing exactly that for more than a decade. The CRS report says, but the newly unveiled spending bill wouldn't do that. So Congress looks on track to get a pay hike now, the maximum potential increase. Okay, so the question is, does it just stop here? Put it in the comment section. I'm going to do some more research. Let me see here. So it'll be at $180,000. They'll get a $6,000 raise next year. That's far above the median American household. Okay, that's true. How do you feel, people? Do they deserve? Look, it's been 14, 15, 16 years. The question is, are they going to make it? Is retroactive the right word? Is it going to be continuous, or does it stop now? That's the question. Does it stop? Does it stop now? I don't know. Let's see if we can. Let's see. Here's one here with Trump. Let's see what we get. Get the commercial out the way. Gonna do some on the fly. Listen what they got to say.
President-elect Donald Trump has abruptly rejected a bipartisan plan to prevent a Christmas-time government shutdown. Instead, he's telling House Speaker Mike Johnson and Republicans to essentially renegotiate days before a deadline when federal funding runs out. Trump's sudden decision on Wednesday to make new demands sent Congress spiraling as lawmakers are trying to wrap up work and head home for the holidays. It leaves Johnson scrambling to salvage a new plan days before Friday's deadline to keep the government open. Rank-and-file lawmakers complained about the extra spending, which includes their first pay raises in more than a decade, a shock after one of the most unproductive, chaotic sessions in modern times. A number of Republicans were waiting for Trump to signal whether they should vote yes or no. Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance said in a statement, quote, Republicans must get smart and tough. File lawmakers.
Now, here's the logic also. He's looking out for our interests. Why give them a pay raise? I get it if it's that $69,000. Get a good look at it. You got to go on X to find this. But I'm finding $6,000. Personally, the timing is good. Trump is known for the art of the deal. So stop it in tracks and questionably so. They haven't been productive when it comes down to our economy. You feel me? Let's look at something right quick. I go off the beaten path. Today, interest rate down by 25%. So today we got what? We got word. We got word today that the Fed cuts went down 25%, right? 25 basis points, as they say. And this is his goal to do what? I've heard mixed opinions. He's trying to make sure that we don't unemploy too many people. Is that what it is? I'm just putting it out there. Or you're trying to get the interest rate down. It's like, how would you say? You're playing both sides. Now let me do this. I have a guy that I do. I check him out every now and then. I know he's got a opinion on that. I wanna pull this guy up here.
Meet a digital bank account.
I want you guys to hear his view on what's going on with this thing.
Interest rates today by 0.25%, but the new plan is to slow down the rate cuts. So here's the federal funds interest rate for the past 50 plus years. Historically speaking, it's not that high. So let's zoom in to the past 10 years. So this is the Fed funds interest rate today after today's cut. So the Federal Reserve cut by 0.25%. We are now down to 4.5%. Now the Federal Reserve updated their forecast at today's meeting. So you can see it for yourself on their website. It's called their Summary of Economic Projections. It's also known as their SEP. Now I want to show you what their SEP says. So this is as of today, December 18th. So if you go to page 2, here's the charts. So this is going to be the most important part. So let me zoom in here. So this is huge. I want you to take a look at this big change. In the Federal Reserve's last projection, so this was back in September, they thought that they would lower the Fed funds interest rate down to 3.5% by the end of 2025. So now, after today's update, they're projecting that they're only going to lower it down to 4%.
So yeah, they're hanky-pankying with it. They're trying to get it. They're trying to get this inflation down, people, but it's not working. It's not working. And I could spend all day, but I'm sure you've read about it. Layoffs are happening before Christmas. Did you notice that? Layoffs are happening before Christmas. So why did I put that in perspective with that? Because when you think about what I'm showing you, maybe this is a good thing that Trump is stepping in right about now. Because he's like, oh, you guys trying to get yourself something? And you really didn't work to prevent what's coming down the pipe? I've been saying you guys for a couple of months now. It takes over 14 months to maybe 18 months to make a change in the economy from the last administration. So I would compromise and say, you know what? I'm not going to give you a $6,000 raise. I give you a $4,000 raise. But if it's at $69,000, do the art of the deal and make them go back to the drawing board. I'm not saying shut it down, because a lot of things are tied to things that we might not know. On the research, minimal research I've done the last couple of years, some of this is in areas where it would hurt us, and it could hurt even military. So what say you? What do you think? What do you think? You think Trump's going to get it done? Was it a good tactic to say, look, I'm not taking this deal. Go back. Do you think it's a thing where they're going to get a raise every year if Trump didn't step in, or do you think it was just for this year? My name is Franchot Pearson. Just want to throw that out there, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. God bless.